So I wanted to jump on here and I wanted to talk about some things that I've seen inside the Facebook group. There was actually one person, I believe her name was Christy, and she had asked a question about how to go and keep all of your brand deals and things like that organized, because she is running into a problem where her real life is, you know, she has kids, she has a bunch of extra type of family things going on. How does she keep all of it balanced? And I did go and put inside of, as a reply to her, I did put it out there, but then something in my heart wanted me to go and actually talk to everyone, throw it out there, and because someone else is going to want to know this as well. I am using my box cutter and I'm actually cutting up boxes because welcome to the actual life of an Amazon influencer. Okay, so, and I think I'm missing, I think I need a knife. I don't think I have a knife. I'm gonna let you stare at my boxes. I'm gonna go over there and grab my knife. I got a microphone on, don't worry, you'll be able to hear me. You know how it goes. So basically, here's the thing. We have a lot going on, right? So we have people messaging us on Instagram, on Facebook, through emails, stuff like that, right? And so we want to go and do all these things, right? We want to do all these sample requests and do all these videos, and people love us. They love us. Okay, well, here's the real facts. Here's why they love us. And it's gonna sound negative, but it's not. I just want to make sure that you understand what their game is, okay? So the agents and sellers that contact you wanting a video from you, how it works is they actually get paid from the brand to get a video. If they say they don't have a budget, it's because they are keeping everything that the brand is giving them. So they may not be getting paid a lot. So that's why they may not go and have that budget to give you anything. So when you get all of these products for free, that's cool at first, right? Very cool. Very cool. But then what happens is that you have all these agents and sellers ringing your doorbell, calling you on the phone, so to speak, obviously, right? Because here's how that works out. All the names are going to be fictitious, okay? So you have Bob, who you've gotten some samples from in the past. Maybe you have a great relationship with Bob. You may not have any relationship with Bob, but you've done something for Bob before. And Bob has a friend named Jill. And Jill says to Bob, "Hey Bob, no one is wanting to do my video for free. I have this really, in our eyes, it may be a dumb product, okay? It may not be a dumb product, but it's just a product that maybe is brand new to market, doesn't have any upper carousel. It's just not, and it maybe costs like $5. And they aren't paying anything, so they have no budget, right? But they also can't get anyone to do this video for them. So Jill says, "Bob, do you know anyone that might be able to help me with this product?" And Bob says, "Oh yeah, I know someone that does any video for any product. Not a problem. Contact this person." So then Jill's like, "Okay." And then you have a new message in your inbox because you did everything for free. there's no hate. There's no hate from me. I do free videos a lot. But here's the problem. And this is where my brain just started popping off and why we're here. So I would hope, no, I'm not going to say that. I would think the majority of us, there we go, that's how we're going to say it. I would think that the majority of us got into this because of money, right? We didn't do it for the free product, because if you are having issues with the sheer amount of free products that you're receiving from agents and sellers and brands and stuff, then the chances are that those free products that you're getting are not products that you wanted. They're not products that you maybe need. They're just not products that excite you, right? So your supply, that is your energy, your time, the demand for your services is outweighing your supply. Do you remember in school, what was that? It was economics, supply and demand. Remember supply and demand? Yeah. Who thought that we were going to have to hear about that again? Well, the demand for your services is outweighing the supply you have. Yes, I said it twice. So what happens, I'm just going to give you a refresher. What happens in that case? Do you remember? No, this is in school. When it's this, right? So the only way to, if the demand and supply, the only way to go in and make it equal is to increase prices. You need a way to lower the demand so that you can bring back your supply. And here's how you do it. Start charging for your videos. Start charging for your videos. You've heard it before. You've heard people talk about charging for their videos, and you're probably saying to yourself, but then that means that I'm not going to have as many products come to my house. Correct? That's accurate. That's what we want, right? But here's the thing. I'm not telling you to be cold-hearted. That's not what this is about. I have this one agent that I have worked with for pretty much since the beginning of my Amazon influencer journey. And I charge her now. I didn't at first. Now she is someone, I only charged $10 for her. And so this is kind of hopefully answering a few questions that you've had before. How much do I charge? Well, supply and demand. Now, if it's, and this is the way I think. You do you, boo. This is your business, not mine. But that's what it all comes down to, is supply and demand. For that particular agent, again, I only charge her $10. She's giving me some great stuff. She's giving me stuff that sells. For the most part, I notice a lot of this stuff she gives me sells. So I'm not going to charge her that much. But anyone that reaches out to me, I'm going to charge. Does that mean that I have nothing coming in? No, I do. Everything that someone reaches out to me to ask me to do, I'm charging them for. There's the difference. Now, Creator Connections, if I'm going to reach out to someone through Creator Connections, obviously I'm not going to charge for that. But if they really liked the video enough for me to do another product, guess what? I'm going to analyze that product first and foremost. If that product is doing well, where, you know, maybe I don't need to be as concerned about charging upfront for it, then I might do it for free. If it's something that's like new to market, even if it does have an upper carousel, I may still charge for it. If it's an expensive item, just because it's expensive to me doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not going to charge for it. It depends. Is it something that I wanted? Is it something that maybe it's a really trusted brand, like they, I'm just gonna throw one out in the ether here for you. Let's say it's Nordic Track. I say Nordic Track because I know that it's gym equipment and that tends to be expensive, right? So, I know it's a trusted brand. So almost everything that they make is probably gonna sell. Ninja, let's say Ninja wanted to go in and send the that slushy machine, right? I may do that for free because Ninja is a trusted brand. Everything that they make turns to gold, right? But if I have some random company wanting to go and send me a piece of exercise equipment, I will have to think about it. And the reason for that is because, well, one, I have a gym. I have a gym here in the community that I live in, so I don't need exercise equipment. So I would need to put it together. Think about that for a minute. How much labor is how much is it going to take, energy-wise, time-wise, for me to go and film this video? That's important. Time is money. So everything I'm saying, you need to run through your own filter, right? Is this what I believe? Is this, I don't want you to think about, well, I'm only silver, I'm only bronze, I'm only gold, I'm only whatever. You are only, whatever you are only, you're getting from up here. That is the truth. So when should you start charging? You should start charging whenever your supply is far diminished by your demand. How much you charge? Well, that's going to be up to you. So on average, I would say you want to have a baseline for when you charge. Come up with the rules. Make some rules. Outline some rules for yourself. And that way, you're not going to say, oh, well, you know, I really, really wanted that. I don't know what to do. Should I charge? Should I not? Or, well, because there's stuff I pass on all the time. All the time. Because I don't want to put it together. I have nowhere to store it. It's going to take me longer to film the video than I would get monetary value out of it. And I don't want the product. I can't tell you how much product I have made reviews for that I don't want. I don't need. So I either give it away, I donate it, or I throw it away almost immediately after I'm done with my video. So I hope that helped. I have a tendency to ramble, and I know I didn't get to use my cardboard cutter, which I'm almost there actually, but I mean, this is like my third pile, and I just decided, hey, I might as well turn on the camera so I can talk about it, because I felt like Christy's question had so many, the way that I answered it had so many different levels to it that I feel I feel answered a lot of questions a lot of people have. And that's really when to charge. You don't ever have to charge if you don't want to. You don't. No, if you want to charge, you can charge. You can charge from the very beginning. Here's why. You might be saying, well, but I don't know. I mean, all I do is I just take a quick 2-minute video. I mean, look at me. I'm wearing Amazon pajamas, and I'm wearing like an Amazon Essentials shirt. You know, yeah, this is real Amazon influencer stuff right here, right? So I don't really make quality videos enough to go and charge people. Well, actually, you know what? I think you do. Here's why. What they're looking for is something called UGC, user-generated content. And that is something that brands and companies pay for. They pay people to make videos just like that. Yeah, granted, there may be a little bit, there may be a little more to it, but have you ever had those, you're gonna get to see how it works. Have you ever gotten those requests where it talks about, you get these video requirements and they want you to say this, they want you to say that. You know, that's what they do for UGC too. They give you requirements, they want you to do this, do that. You're making little mini commercials. We just put them on Amazon. Or if you are like me, you put them on social media as well. They're getting paid for that. Think about it. Hold on, this one's stuck. Perfect. So, those brand deals, that UGC, we're talking could be hundreds of dollars. So you asking for 10 to 25, is it really that crazy? Nope. Not at all. So that's my thought. That's my thinking. And I can tell you that if they really liked, you know, those emails and those things, dear, we really loved your content. We saw your videos and think that blah, 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 right? If they really liked your content that much, they will pay. That is the truth. That is facts. You can ask anyone that's been doing it for a minute that has been charging. They'll tell you that, yes, you know, for the most part, you're going to have people that brands and things are going to say, no thanks. But then you're going to have some that will come back and will say, yes, they will pay. I maybe have a different philosophy on it. I don't charge a lot for my videos at all. But I'm a little bit more selective with the ones that I do. It has to fit well for me. So when people, whenever they ask like, well, how much should I charge? I don't know how much I should charge for this or that. You're gonna get a whole range of numbers, including the rights to the videos too. You're gonna get a whole range of what people charge. Remember when I said I charged $10? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I charge $10, $20, $50, $70, $100. It really depends on what I'm doing for that brand, that product. And I have all kinds of weird strategies. Maybe one day I'll tell them to you. I feel like some of the Facebook groups I've been in, I've shared some of that information. I've shared that information on a Logie call. I try to share weird ways that my brain works, because my brain works in very strange ways. and it has helped people. It has helped me. It actually makes what I'm doing fun with the sheer amount of weird products that I review. So, yeah. I think at this point I'm kind of rambling, but I still have some more cardboard boxes to go through. And I'm glad that I was able to sit here and do this with you. I'm going to think about some of the other questions that I've seen, like, over and over and over again. Oh, here's a good one. How many videos, remember, I've been doing this for 2.5 years. How many videos do you have to make X amount? Or I have X amount of videos and I'm making X amount per month. Is that good? So here's the truth to that. And every time the question comes up, you're gonna get the same answer. So not just from me, from everyone. The truth is you can have 300 videos up and you can be making 5K a month. That's the truth. You could also have 2,000 videos up and only make 500 a month. That is also true. How? How is that true? Well, it comes down to product selection. And are we talking about creator connections? Are we talking about your base on-site commission? Are we talking about brand deals that you get paid for? There's a lot of variables to that. But if we're talking only about what is selling on Amazon and getting paid from Amazon, whether that be creator connections or through your on-site videos, the product, it's coming down to product selection. And where someone may have like a bunch of videos in the beginning, they were probably making videos of the stuff in their house. That's how you learn how to do what we're doing, right? Massive amounts of products, learning how to do it, and do it quickly. That's why people say do all the products in your house, and that way you also don't have to come out of pocket for things. Now, are the products selling? The answer may be yes. Trying to think. Got it. Example time. Energizer batteries. AA Energizer batteries. Right? I can do a review video right now on these Energizer batteries. How many people do you think, well, let me start this over. How many units of this, how much does this sell, do you think? Probably a lot, right? A lot. Well, if there's a carousel, that's another thing. If there's an upper carousel, or just in general, how many influencer videos do you think there is for those Energizer batteries? A lot, right? So if you have, you can have something that sells really, really well, and then you can have no space for your video to be. Okay, so let's flip that around a little bit. I'm looking around to go and see if I can give an example. Okay, my knife. Yes, there is a brand on it. Pretend there's not. It's just a random knife. Probably doesn't sell as much as an Energizer battery, right? In fact, this brand in particular, this specific brand I'm not going to show, this did not sell well. I purposely got this because I was replacing my husband's knife. And so I got the same brand. So you could be making a bunch of videos for products that are not selling. or products that are selling, but your video has no chance of being on that upper carousel. For the Energizer battery, I would venture to say there's probably at least 100 Amazon influencer videos. At least. At least. That knife, there's at least one. So, how much you make really is dependent upon that. Another thing is the product type. Let's see. Toys. Toys don't have as high of a commission as tools, right? And clothing and shoes and jewelry, they don't have as high of a commission either. Electronics don't have a high commission. Pillows, blankets, those do. So how much you make is really dependent on really those three things. What is the video saturation? How many other Amazon influencers are there? Is it selling? Those are the two, and not in that order. Is it selling? How many Amazon influencer videos are there? That's the big piece, those two. And then the third one is the commission percentage. But honestly, I do everything in all niches. Speaking of niches, should I do only beauty? Should I be known as a beauty Amazon influencer? Heck no. And not because I'm saying beauty. No, I'm saying because on Amazon, it doesn't matter. There is no niche. The algorithm doesn't necessarily see you like YouTube, for example. YouTube, it makes sense and rewards video to video to video to video. But Amazon, they're standalone. So the only thing that really matters there is your sales, your click-through rate. I think it honestly comes down to sales. And I think watch time is the thing, but it comes down to sales. At the end of the day, it's sales. So I've done some tests, and I will do some more tests to go and really truthfully test things like if thumbnails are important. If they're not, I'm not the type of person that I just take what everyone says and goes with it. I need to test it for myself. I know Michelle, my friend, who's also an Amazon influencer. Hello, Michelle. You're going to see this. I'm going to send this to you. I know that she was running an experiment for herself to find out whether or not those thumbnails make a difference or not. So we'll figure that out. But ultimately, in order to get sales, you need people to click on your video. However they decide to click on your video, it could be the title, it could be the thumbnail, it could just be an auto thing where it rolls through to the next one. But if they purchase because of your video, that's what actually makes it move up the carousel. If your video provides enough value and answers, ultimately, no, that sounds like that's gonna be a whole nother video I want to do. But briefly, welcome to my brain. My brain is like everywhere. Ultimately, your video should not be, I love this box cutter. It cuts through my boxes really, really quickly. Go pick up this box cutter. No. Your Amazon influencer videos should answer questions that people have, right? And not just things that maybe they can get from the listing, because if they wanted to get it from the listing, then they wouldn't be watching your video anyway. So how fast does it cut through a box? Cuts really quickly. See? It cuts really quickly. No, this is not a review video. But it cuts it very, very quickly. And you can show that while talking to someone. Does it, you know, how does it charge? Well, it comes with a case, and it comes with a USB to a USB-C. It comes with an instruction manual, and it also comes with replacement blades. Some of that is already on the listing, right? But some of it, like how fast does it cut? That kind of thing. Is it heavy? Is it something that I can use myself? Is there a guard? There's a guard, you know, being able to show what I've noticed. The big thing is to show how big something is. And you want to show them how big something is in relation to something else. And so this fits nicely in my hand. And I just have regular size hands. They're not really big. But I can show in my hand what it looks like, as opposed to seeing it right there, or even stylized. You can't actually see how big this is. So that is, I guess that's it. I am now done. I do have some rando boxes, which I could cut up, but I think that I'm not. I'm just gonna throw them away. But this has been a very long video, and it is my first on this particular channel. And you know, honestly, I felt like it was just something important that I had to put out there. And I think hopefully others will get some they'll kind of get that knowledge as well, and share this out with someone if they have the same question, or if you think that they're going to find it helpful. You can subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to push you to do either way. I'd like it, but I think that's about it. I'm going to go put these inside my recycling bin, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.